Hey guys, it's SRC Reptiles, and today I'm going to be doing a video that's a little bit different because I discovered these at Walmart. And they were only 98 cents, and a guy that was there was showing somebody, and he was like, "Oh look, it's a lizard." And I was like, "Okay, so that's right up my alley." And then they also had cockroach and a spider. And so obviously with my insect interests and stuff, I decided to get the cockroach and the spider, or the tarantula I should say. So, first I'll show you the lizard, and the reason we're in this dimly lit room instead of in my brightly lit room is because we're going to be turning the light off so you guys can see if these actually work really well. I already broke one using these tweezers that I have here because I couldn't do it with my fingers, so I just used these and just kind of gently was squeezing on them until it cracked to get it to glow. So in the camera this looks tealish blue. It's a lime green, or a slime green I should say, in person, so it's not blue. But so obviously you can see it looks more like this color on the rim, so why it's glowing a different color there, I'm not sure. So anyway, we're going to look over these real quick, and then I'll stick the glow sticks into the bugs and turn the light off to see if they really work as well as they should. So this cockroach here reminds me a lot of my Madagascar hissing cockroaches I used to have. And I actually, probably somewhere in my boxes, because this is actually the room that I've got all my insect boxes on, and all my insect stuff and gaming stuff and whatnot. Sometime I'll have to see if I can find the hissing cockroach, and I'll probably make that like the picture for this video. But it's interesting that, as you can see, some areas it's like reflective with like designs, and then other areas it's just this matte color with nothing. So what I don't really care for about with the cockroach and the spider is that the area where the necklace, if you're wanting to buy this for a kid and if you're not wanting to just use it for decoration, there is an area here where you put the glow stick in, but it separates here to make it easier, I'm assuming, to put the glow stick in. And this is also where you're supposed to tie the string. I don't think that that's going to last very long. Hey guys, I'm interrupting the video real quick to tell you something I discovered. So if you decide to do it this way, because I figured a way that you could have it through there, and some of you might have figured it out, and maybe I'm just dumb, but I already have the necklace part that I tied, so I got this idea that I was going to take this entire part and just slip it through this hole here. Whoops, I'm knocking stuff down now. And I was going to slip it through this hole, like so, and my camera won't focus. What's new? I slipped it through that hole like this. You've got the circle part at the end here. So if you actually pull it tight enough and put this part like this, it's kind of hard to do with just one hand, so bear with me. But if you put each end through there, you can actually tighten it like this, and it's secure, and it's not going to come off if you're wearing it as a necklace. And I'm pretty sure you could probably do the same exact thing, yeah, with the cockroach, and its one just fell off. So I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. You actually can make it a little bit more secure, which I'll go ahead and do the cockroaches real quick, and then I'll show you. Okay, so here's the cockroaches one I just did. So yeah, if you do it this way, it's a lot more secure because it's actually got something to hold on to, and you're not having to make sure that it's being secured just by the glow stick, which, by the way, I removed the glow sticks with the pliers. You can't get them out by hand. I'll tell you right now, you're going to need pliers, because they are very securely in there. Now back to the video. I will say that while I was fighting to get the glow stick out of this spider, because I was curious if it would even fit, this did not rip at all, which I was very glad. It seems to be a very nice quality rubber. So that I was glad of. It did not rip, and that's actually how I accidentally broke this, so I was like, oh well, we'll just crack it all the way to see how bright it is when it glows. But yeah, so this is the tarantula, and it also has the same style where it's just got the thread or the string that goes back here. Like I said with the other one, I just don't really care for that because this could slip off really easy. And then here is the main reason, of course, that I bought it. This one's a lizard. Now, I really wish they would have made it to where the necklace part would have been through the throat, because they made it through the tail, and obviously if you know, as a child, if you've ever had any necklaces that were of this rubber texture, if you pull on this tight enough, that's definitely going to rip right through that tail. Like, obviously I know that this is a decent quality rubber because, like I said, I was manhandling this one earlier to get the glow stick out. But with this lizard, I feel like this tail, it's just very thin here. It's not real bulky and well attached like, you know, in this area where it's thicker. So, yeah, we're going to see how long that lasts if I ever decide to wear these as a necklace for like Halloween or something, which obviously is what they're intended for. But I'm probably just going to have these hanging in my like reptile room and maybe put something inside of them that either will like permanently glow in the dark, or I'll do something, because obviously they're just plain as they are, so I'll figure something out. But enough talking. Let's go ahead and get these glow sticks broke, which I don't think I'm going to do on camera because I have to use one hand to hold the glow stick and the other hand to hold this. So that's probably not going to work too well, but I will come back when I've got all these broke, and then we're going to see how easy it is to insert them into the critters. Okay, so I forgot how satisfying it is to actually break glow sticks. So the color itself is not very close to the same color as the bags for the cockroach and the lizard. So the color coming through to the screen right now is pretty close to what it actually looks like in person. So this is a yellowish orange, more of like a golden color. And then the blue here is a very nice, deep, almost violet. So not even close to the actual package. Like the reflection it's putting off on the table, that's about the actual color it's coming off as. So we're going to go ahead and turn the light off, and then we're going to try to put them in these critters and see how it looks. Okay, so here I've got the glow sticks. So we're going to see, and it's about to get a little loud in here because the air conditioner just turned on. So first we'll do the spider one, and we'll see how well this lights it up. And I will say that the spider one is quite tight to put in there. So this definitely would not be very easy for a child because I'm pushing pretty hard as an adult. So here's the spider, and it sadly really doesn't light up much of the body except for the abdomen, because you can kind of see a little bit of the top of the spider, but it mainly is just the abdomen. I will say I do like that the glow stick actually pushes on the string, so it's not going to come out easy. So I'm actually quite happy about that. So when you're putting the glow stick in, if you buy any of these that have the opening on the back like I showed you, put the glue stick in front of the string so the string gets pressed against the top. So yeah, there is the spider, and it's not obviously completely dark in here, but even if it was pitch black, I feel like you wouldn't really be able to tell that that's a spider. So next we'll do the cockroach with the blue. I'm going to use the same method of putting this in front of the string so that the string doesn't come out. Okay. I feel like this is probably going to be pretty similar to the spider. It's probably not going to very easily show that it's a cockroach. This one's actually a little bit harder to put in than the spider one was. Oh, here we go. That seems to make it a little bit easier. I think it's all the way. And yeah, this one is even less, this one's actually worse than the spider one. Like, you cannot tell at all what this is. It just literally looks like a glow stick that is being dimmed by something. This one's probably the most underwhelming, and the thread actually fell on the floor. It came out while I was putting the glow stick in here. So yeah, this one's pretty underwhelming. I'm actually pretty sad, because you cannot tell that this is a cockroach, and I'm just putting the thread back in real quick. It fell out. Okay, so got the thread back in. It's all the way in the cockroach, and you can definitely not tell that that's a cockroach. And the glow stick is completely broken. So far the spider is winning, because the spider is a lot thinner. I'll shake them real quick. I don't know if the glow stick is at full glow or not, because I know sometimes you have to let them sit or whatever. But yeah, like the brightness of the green just seems to work better. But they made the cockroach, the back of it, the actual back of the abdomen, they made it way too thick. Okay, so now we've got our lizard. This one here, I'm really hoping it looks cool, because this is obviously the whole reason that I got him. The first place was because I saw the lizard. I'm like, oh, that's so cool looking. Okay, so I can't tell. I think it's still got some room in there that it can go. So let me try to just so hard to put the glow sticks here. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. Okay, so here's the lizard one, and as you can see, you can't really tell it's a lizard. So the only one that really is even close to being able to be like, oh, you can tell what this is the spider. So the lizard one, again, underwhelming. If they would have made it to where the stuff, the rubber itself glowed in the dark along with the glow stick, that would have been pretty cool. But as far as I'm aware, that's not the case. I will try to stick them in the sunlight, and I'll put it on the screen while I'm editing if that did anything, but I'm pretty sure that the only thing that's supposed to glow is this glue stick, or the glow stick. So yeah, just so you guys know, I would definitely not probably suggest any of these as an actual glow-in-the-dark thing to wear, because even from right here, you cannot tell this is a lizard. At least with the spider, you kind of have an idea, because it kind of is thin enough you can see some of the legs and stuff. But nah, like, these ones are just very underwhelming. So we'll go ahead and turn the light back on and I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, so we're back, and as you can see, this is just, it was a cool idea, but it just was not a very good, like, execution, because see, this is what it shows you. Clearly pretty misleading, because yeah, it does not make them glow. See, this one's at least a little bit more realistic. The glow stick did show the spider. Now the legs glowing and stuff, no. Oops, and I just went and knocked the lizard, which is probably one of the more disappointing ones. Went and knocked it on the floor, but it shows the entire thing glowing, obviously. It does say it glows, so like I said, I will try to put it under the sun and make sure that it's not like the entire body and the glow stick that's glow in the dark, and I'll let you guys know what happens. But again, I don't know why my camera is picking this up as a teal color, because it is like the same color as this bag here. But yeah, so I figured we'd do a little review on that, guys. You know now that they're really not worth the money if you're wanting it to wear around as a glow stick necklace. It was a cool idea, but like I said, just not well executed. If they had made it somehow to where the entire bug lit up, and instead of it being a glow stick, maybe have like a little tiny watch battery and have a switch like maybe on the underneath side of the belly or something, to where you just turned it on and it would light up the entire body, that would have been a cool idea. And even if that would have been more expensive, say like $2 or $3 for something this small, I would have definitely bought like more than just one of each if it actually was something that glowed entirely. But since it's just a glow stick, and obviously it's going to go dim eventually, even though it says hours of glow, it's just like, no. Glow sticks this size probably will last maybe 3 hours at the most. And yes, technically that is hours, but yeah, I'm just not very thrilled with them. Yeah, they're cute. Maybe I'll see if there's a way I could paint them or something like that to make them to where they're just a little rubber painted toy. Otherwise, I'm definitely not going to keep the glow sticks in there, because some of them don't even go all the way in, they stick out. I think this one went all the way in, and so does this one here. But, yeah. Just not really that impressed. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to support the channel. It always encourages me to make more videos. Hopefully you found this informative and useful. Thank you so much, and have a good rest of your day.